Okay, now we're on the inside of this beautiful boat. Like I say, it's my favorite. I love it. Okay, first thing we're going to do, this is a DEC control. That's for your main motor. You're going to trim it down. I've already pumped up the primer bulb. See how that's going down? Okay, we're going to turn on our units. This auxiliary switch right here is for the stereo Meteor 300. I'm going to turn that on. This is your VHF 200. I'm going to turn this on. This is a USB port for your Meteor 300. Just take your phone, plug it into that. You got music. The beep here, we're going to clear that out because that drives me nuts. There's the radio that came on already. All it is a little box I'll show you later up underneath that transfers all the information. NEMA 2000 to here. Cigarette lighter, charger. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do, my phone's getting a little weak, but this is a must when you're on the water. See this little tether? Boom. It sure saves your phone from going in the drink. So what we're going to do here, I like my gadgets, of course, anybody can tell you. So I can put this phone into here, just like this. Oh, you know what I forgot? Silly me. But you know what? Doesn't matter. I didn't bring my cigarette lighter adapter. I just plug it right into here. Boom. Battery power. How do you like that? So if you didn't bring your little charger, just hook it into the USB port. Okay, motor is down. You hit these keys over here to turn it on. And that means you're going to agree. Hit select. There's your menu. Radio's coming on. But I am going to change.
Now you see it. Now you don't. Or how you may be covered if you drive your car into a pool.
Okay, here's clear. We're going to go into menu, system, display. We're going to go to beepers. We're going to leave that alone. Fog frequency, out, auto power. We want that bitch off. I mean that thing off.
Now that's a sweet deal. Buy fresh, delicious produce at Safeway with your club card and get 2 times.
It's off. Good. Okay, I set everything else up as far as knots, miles an hour, NEMA 2000, all that good stuff. And then you just hit exit. There you are. There's your latitude and longitude, what you want. And this has got a hailer horn, which is out here. I'll show you that later. Okay. Now, this has dual wipers. It has grab handles. It's got LED courtesy lights. You can see up under here. You got one over here. These are real bright. Okay, got a bilge pump. It's working. Okay, this is the media. We got our volume up. We just hit this. We just hit this one here. Turns the volume down. Or you can just hit select and it mutes it. If you ever get screwed up, just go home. Boom, there's all your info. Chart, sonar, radar, weather, combination, gauges, media, nav info. You go one more, it gives you into your settings. Oh, where am I? Go home. And it'll bring you back to those. Okay, this has a large storage area. Right up underneath, this is for his GHP20 autopilot with his ECU and his new, what they used to call CCU, but now it's like a rectifier style compass, which is buried way up into there so it ain't gonna get damaged. These new GHP20s, you can put those anywhere. These are called a smart pump. But Bill did this, he made this so if anybody just threw stuff on top, it ain't gonna damage the pump or the wires. He did a very, very good job actually of wiring this boat. That's what takes so long sometimes. He does have 4 speakers. And we have these side trays in here for a reason. You can put cork in there, you can put boards, you can put your like jigs, your weights, cannonball weights in there if you want to. Plus a grab handle right here, cup holder here, welded cup holder there. These do not need the suspension seats. These are suspension, but they're called NR2s. They're on a nitrous system. So when this boat needs it, it will bounce one time, come up like a shot. And look at that window framing with an arch. And then you, of course, up there you've got your grab handles there too. I didn't put these on the back because it'd tear your arm off if you were going to use it. Probably your rotator cuff. So anyway, there's storage up under here. And if you notice back there, look how neat he did the wiring for that speaker. Again, so it doesn't get tangled up if you use this. And there's this Coast Guard package. So up under here, There's his fuse block, a lot of his wiring up in there here. Right over there, that's your compass for your GHP 20. Look at the framework on that deck, that's built. And these also have locks, so you can lock stuff up on there. And then again, this is all bed linered with the special stuff right here on the floor, kick panels on this door right here. We still got to drill a hole in here for just like water drainage if you want to clean that out, because right now it's sealed. Got lift arms, powder coated again. Everything back here we got bed lined, and that's for a reason. You're going to be walking on it. You don't want paint because you're going to scuff it off. Okay, that's a beautiful motor, by the way. I just hope it doesn't take me long to set this autopilot because I'm talking too long. Locks on this, dual batteries, shut off switch. There's your drain plug. That's stainless, and this boat V's up, and that means it gets every bit of water out of here. But when you do get home, you want to tilt the boat up as high as you can. You may think it's level, but it's not because of the deep belly. Primer bulbs up underneath where they belong, out of the sun. And that right here we bed line too, because before it was just aluminum, water spot. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, so we had it actually lined. And here's where I bleed the tuna. You can put a lot of tuna in there. And then, like I say, if you put the plug from the inside, that's a bonus, because then you can just drop it and bleed that box out when you're underway. LED backlight, got LED light here. This is for your kicker motor. Now this is a flush mount, boom right here. This is a binnacle mount. This is DEC electronic shift. This is a manual. Then up under here, Bill built a nice bracket. That's for a cigarette lighter and for your 3mm, 9mm jack on your phone. So the person over there can charge their phone. I'll put it on charge real quick. There you go. There's your weather. He's got to subscribe to that. Here's your media. That's for the Media 300. And that's stereo rocks, by the way. Fuel gauge, Yamaha tack. Got your horn. Bilge. It's working. Nav lights. It's working. Courtesy lights we already tried. Deck light. We know that works. Oh, wow, that's bright. Son of a gun, don't do that. Back to courtesy light. LED up on top. Tilt wheel. See that? Worst down. It works. Okay, wipers. They work. The only thing I do is different is put another switch over there to control that wiper. Okay, this is your GHP 20 display to set your course, your degrees. If you want to go 1 second, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, it'll turn you. I'll show you that later. Okay, so the first thing I do is I fire up that kicker motor. Okay, push in on this. This is neutral. Bring that ahead just like that. And then I think this is your main. There you go. Push in on the key and turn. You got to do that. Okay, you'll hear it, but just let it do its thing. Let it shake a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. You want it to warm up. Don't give it any throttle. Okay, and I'm going to hit the wash down. Of course, this is why we're out here, because that wasn't tight. So now we got water. Something you don't want to do. So that's why I take these boats out, is I check them all, make sure everything's gonna work. Now it sounds like that kicker motor's starting to warm up. And I think this might be stripped out. I'm going to try that again. Then I check here for leaks. No leaks. I love that. That could come from the lower bolt hole. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's still leaking.